Well, here we are back in a flash, but fortunately, happily, in all the other positive adjectives that I could sit here and spend a half hour coming up with, we are starting off this first full week of February, mind you, on a much nicer weather note. No major winter storm looming. Yeah, a little light snowfall, dusting a couple of small parts of your 7 day, but certainly a sigh of relief. We're due for this one, and looking like a really nice week weather-wise, and I hope in every other way. Just getting started with the news this week. We broke another record last week. Local COVID numbers, fortunately, will eventually follow the state numbers. That's kind of the trend that we're seeing today. We'll cover both in a few moments, and the rest over the course of the weekend. And a major announcement in homeowner assistance funding, helping you pay for your mortgage if you're behind for any reason due to COVID. There are some other criteria to discuss, and a reminder about renters assistance that's still available. Tens of millions of dollars still available. And a host of other news and information before I leave you. So, January 2022, over and done with. The National Weather Service has had time to assess and now have confirmed what we thought. January 2022 was very wet. 4 inches wetter than normal, with 7.71 inches, in fact, on average at the Jackson office of the National Weather Service, making January of 22 the wettest January ever at Jackson. They also measured 3.38 inches of precipitation on January the 1st. That set a new record for the very wettest day in January. The previous record was a little over 2 inches from January of 2019, just the year before last. It was also cold. We averaged 32.5 degrees at Jackson, which is nearly 2.5 degrees colder than normal. So cold and wet. I'm glad it's over, right? Glad to see the 50s in your forecast. It's brief, but on either side of that 50-degree day that I've got for you, we've got the 40s and some sunshine. Yep, we do. COVID news tonight. Let's go there first. So just stop and think for a moment if some event just all of a sudden wiped out the entire state of South Dakota, the entire city population of Indianapolis. Well, it's been 2 years going, but that's the equivalent that we have. After I left you on Friday, it was detailed and documented that the United States, and we've now added a few thousand to it, passed 900,000 deaths from COVID. That is equal to, it's more than the entire population of South Dakota, about the city of Indianapolis' population. The country of Fiji has about a population of around 900,000. So keep that in mind. 76 million reported cases of COVID since the pandemic began, and far more cases and deaths than in any other country on this planet. Also, the numbers have, as we know, picked up steam. Last February, a year ago, we had 500,000 cases. 6 weeks ago, we just hit the 800,000 mark. And then here we are, 100,000 very, very quickly. And in fact, over the past 8 weeks or so, largely due to Omicron, the numbers have spiraled. 17.3 million confirmed cases in the United States in just the past month. That is about 25%, close to, of the total number of cases since the beginning of the pandemic. Well, vitamin C is the first thing you go to, regardless of what you have or you think you might have. It's a go-to. Vitamin D, though, might be one of the keys to the puzzle of COVID. Israeli researchers and scientists say that they have, through studying a number of individuals, found some very significant differences in the chances of getting very ill from COVID comparing people who have normal or good levels of vitamin D versus those who don't. Half of the people who were vitamin D deficient before getting COVID developed severe illnesses, compared to less than 10% of the people who had sufficient levels of vitamin D in their blood. It's the first study of its kind to examine the link, but they believe right now that there may be a link. Vitamin D might be something you want to pick a bottle up of or start getting in some other form. Of course, sunlight, and milk, and all the other places is a good way to get it. State numbers, we'll begin there. I think the governor's words were significantly, if not rapidly, declining. That's the direction of COVID numbers. Now, he also prefaced that by saying that keep in mind the last week's totals and that of this week's may have been affected by the weather, the closings, the test that didn't get done. But even taking that into consideration, he says we're still headed in the right direction.
But regardless, we are definitely now moving in the right direction. Saturday, 4,816 new cases, 33 deaths. They continue to be a lot of deaths in some younger age demographics. So Saturdays included a 41-year-old woman in Christian County, a 46-year-old man in Kenton County, 47-year-old man in Letcher County, and a 31-year-old male in Perry County. Sunday, 3,696 new cases, 31 new deaths. They included a 32-year-old woman in Fayette County. And on Monday, today, 3,835 new cases, 29 new deaths, including a 46-year-old man in Davis County and 47-year-old woman in McCracken County. On the good news front, today's positivity, 23.51%. Still really high, but significantly down from when we had crossed 33%. So decreasing about 10 percentage points on the positivity side in the last 2 weeks. All right, let's put up what we really want to see today, which is the stair-stepper chart. Again, a significant and drastic reduction in cases from last week and the week before. Remember, with the ice storm that thankfully did not hit us as hard as expected, there was a lot of testing that was closed, a lot of health departments that were closed. So it's likely that the number of cases last week, 46,639, would not have been as low as it is, but still significantly lower than the week before.
And Bashir also asked us to bear in mind that even with these numbers, last week was still the 5th highest week ever of cases since the pandemic began. He also said ICU numbers were leveling out and that hospitalizations decreased by 11% in the course of the last 7 days. Now, on to McGoffin County numbers, which are not following the same trend or pattern. It's possible that this week we'll start to see a downturn in numbers. The first 3 days, kind of the same, a little less than where we were last week, so I'm not putting too much into that. I am, however, looking at last week, which was another new record here in McGoffin County. Top right of your screen, the week of the 15th through the 21st of January, we had 148 cases here in McGoffin County, a significant case count. And then the week of the 22nd through the 28th, we set a new record with 264 cases for the week. When I left you on Friday of last week, the McGoffin County Health Department hadn't reported their numbers due to the weather conditions, and those were released today. And with Friday's numbers, last week added up to 270 and a new record-setting week here in McGoffin County, beating the previous week by a total of 6 cases. Now, top left of your screen, let's take a look at this week, 3 days in. 10 on Saturday, 6 on Sunday. That's a good weekend comparatively over the last. 39 cases were confirmed today, but still adding up to 55, still a little less than where we were for the last 2 weeks at this time. Time will tell, but we're hoping that McGoffin County is finally starting to see a downturn in cases. Total cases, 3,739 at this time, and I believe 2 people hospitalized from McGoffin County. I also believe that we've had at least 1, if not 2 more COVID-related deaths in just the past few days, and we'll update that number as soon as it's made available from the state. Now, taking a look at the incident rate map for Kentucky as a whole, still all red. Carlisle's at 27, and about the only county really close to coming out of the red, I do think. Kenton's at 32. So we might start to see some color change. Right now, not. McGoffin and Johnson County both down from where I had them last week. I think McGoffin County was over 200. We're at 182. Johnson County was around 149 on Friday, down to 112 at this hour. I'll be right back. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999.
I'm Kelly Collins from Golden Law Office. I began my legal career in Lexington, representing some of the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided me with the inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will prepare to defend your case. I'm now taking that knowledge and returning to my hometown in Eastern Kentucky to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Not everything has changed over the years. Fraser's Prater Drug Store is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Fraser's Prater Drug Store in downtown Sayersville. Also from the governor's office today, he announced the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund. This is up to $35,000 in federal funds to help homeowners who were affected by the pandemic pay back their mortgage and home-related expenses. In partnership with the Kentucky Housing Corporation, the governor today launched the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund that is designed to help homeowners who are impacted by the pandemic rebound and avoid foreclosure. The program is funded with a little over $85 million in federal American Rescue Plan Act funds that the state of Kentucky received to protect homeowners who were impacted by COVID. So starting today, qualifying homeowners can go to teamkyhaf.ky.gov and apply for up to $35,000 in financial help with delinquent mortgage payments, property taxes, homeowners or flood insurance, homeowners association fees, and utility costs. If you're approved, the funds will be paid as a grant directly to mortgage servicers, utility companies, county property tax administrators, your insurance agency, or your homeowners association. Every applicant will be assigned to a housing counselor who will help walk them through the submission process, including gathering and signing documents and responding to questions. Before applying, though, the governor's office says that homeowners should contact their mortgage servicer to weigh their options and see which program would provide the best long-term solution. To qualify, there are some criteria. You must be able to document a financial hardship after January the 21st of 2020 due to COVID and live at the residence as your principal residence and have lived there at the time of the hardship and have an income at or below 150% of the area median income. Now, that number is available on the Home Ownership Protection Center site. Remember, up to $35,000 per homeowner or household is available. This program is going to stay up and running until all the funds are depleted or September of 2025, whichever happens first. The governor also said to remind everyone that renters who are suffering financially due to COVID, the $264 million Healthy at Home Eviction Relief Fund is still there. I think 107 of it has been issued so far, so millions and millions more left and available. I think an average assistance per household has been around $4,700. We got some local news and a rest. We'll see where the Hornets and Lady Hornets are, or have been, I guess. I'll just have a quick update there. Right now, though, let's turn to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar, and it begins with a birthday. I think it will start with a birthday for the next few nights already this week. Indeed, happy birthday, Sherry. Sherry Howard, happy birthday to you. With lots of love from, well, the facts cut them off. But I think you know where this came from, Sherry, and I think that I know that the facts came from the one that's often used for such announcements at the McGoffin County Rescue Squad location. Just saying. Happy birthday, Sherry. Happy birthday to you. The McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center is having a Valentine's party on Valentine's Day, the 14th. That's a week from today. Just a reminder, everyone, Valentine's Day is a week from today. But Monday, the 14th at 12:30, they're going to have desserts. They're going to have some entertainment. They'll have their king and their queen. All of this after lunch is served, and this is for all members of the Senior Citizen Center or any seniors out there who just might want to stop in and have a wonderful day, a wonderful Valentine's Day. You might want to come back. Likely you will. Always come back to my community calendar whenever you've got an announcement, birthday, anniversary, or otherwise. Funeral services provided nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Services have been set since I talked to you last for 49-year-old Johnny Sizemore of East Mountain Parkway. He passed away Tuesday, the son of the late C.S. Johnny and Betty Jordan Sizemore. He's survived by his daughter, Heather Nicole Sizemore, granddaughter Abigail June Adams, and his sisters, Jenny Hampton, Helen Sizemore Carroll, and Joyce Cole. Services will be held tomorrow at 1 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. Visitation will be in the morning after 11. And arrangements are incomplete at this hour for 78-year-old Samuel Wright. He passed away yesterday at the Prestonsburg Healthcare Center. Again, arrangements being made and to be announced soon through the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Whether the new year brings you new dreams or you're working towards the same ones, let Salyersville National Bank help you build, bank, or save for them. Salyersville National has been helping dreams come true since 1902. Give them a call at the main location, 349-3131, or the branch, 6121. Do you really want to get caught in this again on those tires? Get there in one piece and save. Conley Tires got specials going on right now through the end of March, like $100, even $200 back on a set of Goodyears. And get those tires, brakes, service, whatever you need with 6 months no-interest financing. Conley Tire in Staffordsville or conleytire.net.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
I'm Kelly Collins.
And I'm Taylor Shepard.
And we are with the Golden Law Office. We both began our legal careers in Lexington, representing the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided us with inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will defend your case.
We are now taking that knowledge and returning to our hometown in Eastern Kentucky.
As a partner at Golden Law Office, we are returning home to continue to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Lady Hornets and Hornets, they've not been in action since my last update last week, but some schedule changes. Coach Castle, when I got an update from him on Friday, was hopeful to get a game scheduled back for tonight. Did not happen. The boys will be at home tomorrow night hosting Jackson City. This is one of only 3 remaining home games left in the regular season. That's right, hosting Jackson tomorrow. Thursday, they'll be at Central. Then Friday, they'll be hosting Belfry. And then next week, it's a handful of games before it's on to the district tournament. Can you believe that? 6 games left. As for the Lady Hornets, they're still on the road tonight, going back to June Buchanan, where they defeated here at McGoffin County last week, 69-38. So good luck, girls, on the road tonight. They're on the road actually tonight and tomorrow at Prestonsburg, then Thursday at Pike County. They will be at home Friday of this week hosting Martin County, and that home game is one of the last 4 games, all home games for the girls in the regular season. So they've got 7 games right now left. And it's on to the districts. Can you believe that again at Johnson Central this year? I have an arrest to pass along to you tonight. I was just gathering a few more details per the citation, but a man from McGoffin County arrested facing charges of fleeing police, menacing, trafficking, and others after a sheriff's deputy pulled into a parking lot of a church on Elk Creek and saw the man acting suspiciously who tried to run but was apprehended soon thereafter. Officers immediately recognized the man as Robert Miller and also recognized that he had at least 2 outstanding warrants in his name. And when the state police, I believe it was Officer Tracy Salyer, pulled into the parking lot, Miller took off running on foot. As Salyer got out and gave chase, Miller tried to run around the back of a barn in the area and then stopped and then returned in the direction of the officer. But when he did, he started putting his hands down in the back of his waistband and refused to pull them out for Salyer as he kept giving him commands to do so, still walking towards the officer. As he was approaching him, he threw his brown coat to the ground before being taken into custody. In his waistband, he found what appeared to be methamphetamine, another baggie, a larger baggie, what appeared to be methamphetamine in the back of his pants. In the Carhartt jacket that he threw to the ground, there was a .22 Magnum American Arms pistol inside. Does not say if it was loaded or not. Also, an amount of marijuana. There were plastic baggies and a glass pipe and other forms of paraphernalia as well seized from Miller, who stated that he just pulled into that address to bring a friend to look at a 4-wheeler. He admitted to driving the truck that was sitting there. He also was found to be driving on a suspended license, suspended for a second offense DUI. The truck also had not been transferred to the new owner and did not have any insurance on it as well. As such, Miller was charged with fleeing or evading police in the first degree, menacing, trafficking in methamphetamine, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, DUI, third offense, and operating on a suspended DUI, suspended operator's license. All right, from there, let's turn and wrap it up with your Licking Valley RACC 7-day outlook, where I'm relieved and I'm excited, and, all those warm and fuzzy feelings that I expressed at the top of the hour with the forecast. It's calm, it's comfortable, comparatively, certainly, and very little mention. And I like snow, but, when you're done, right? Very little mention of it. Tonight, another cold one, 21 degrees, winds out of the northwest for 3 to 5 miles per hour or so. Tomorrow, though, sunny and 47, just as nice, if not a little nicer than today. We will have winds out of the south, southwest, up to 5, 10, 15 miles per hour tomorrow, and into tomorrow evening, but still 47 and sunny. Wednesday, better still, though. Mostly sunny and 54 degrees, winds still out of the southwest, maybe 15, 18 miles per hour or so. Wednesday night, there is a chance of some snow showers. Small window, small chance. 8 to 11, 20% chance of some snow, a few flakes. That's it. Moving on to Thursday, 47 and mostly sunny, clear and calm and dry again. Lows back down into the mid and low 20s that night, but mostly clear skies for your Thursday. Into your Friday, going back to the 50s at 54, sunny skies. And a dry Friday until mainly after 9 or so that night. That's when we have a 30% chance of showers. Not a big chance, but a 30% chance of showers late Friday night. That will carry over into the weekend to the tune of 30% and partly sunny on your Saturday. And then if there's enough moisture around Saturday night, after we get back below freezing, we might see some snow on the back end of it Saturday evening with a low of 22. And then back down into the upper 30s for Sunday, but mostly sunny. And only a 20% chance of some snow showers lingering early Sunday. Monday, we're back to 40 and sunny. And that's going to wrap it up for this week. Just getting started, but looking forward to bringing you a nice forecast all week long. See you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.